Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, my students? I hope that you're happy and healthy and ready for today's lesson, which is the last lesson in Unit 4 and in this curriculum in general. The Unit 4, the self-reflection. So from the name itself, self-reflection, feedback for yourself, self-evaluation. You can call it whatever you like. But before we go to our lesson, let's open our workbook, page 115. Workbook, page 115, exercise M. Read Saeed's application form for a sports scholarship for a college. Answer the questions about him. Use the present perfect simple or the present perfect progressive. So use the present perfect simple or the present perfect progressive. Again, this is an application form for Saeed. He wants to enroll in a sports scholarship for college. We'll be answering the question later about him. So let's read the information here. Your name, Saeed Ali. Address, 1411 Jazeera Street, الرابعة, Riyadh, 12644. Name of high school, Al-Marwa High School. Main areas of study, computer science, math, and sports. Of course, main areas of study means the subjects that he have studies. As you can see here, computer science, math, and sports. Languages, Arabic, native speaker, of course, because he's Arabic. English, 7 years, reading, writing, speaking, and listening. French, 2 years, just reading and writing. Activities, basketball team, 4 years. Football team, 6 years. Swim team, 4 years. Achievements, it means that things that he achieved. Captain of the school football team, swim coach to 30 primary students. Again, captain of the school football team, swim coach to 30 primary students. So now that we have information about Saeed, the form that he has filled to go to get a scholarship, let's answer some questions now. Of course, using the present perfect simple or the present perfect progressive. Has he ever taken a computer science class? And the verb here is take. Has he ever taken a computer science class? So answer using the present perfect simple or the present perfect progressive. Of course, all the information is right in front of you in the chart or the application form that he has filled. So the first one's answer is using the verb take. Yes, he has taken a computer science class. Yes, he has taken. So we used here the present perfect simple. He has taken a computer science class. Very good. Number 2, does he know more than one language? And the verb is speak. Does he know more than just one language? And the verb is speak. So use the simple or the progressive here. So let's see the answer. Yes, he does. He has been speaking English for 7 years. Yes, he does. He has been speaking English for 7 years. So here we use the progressive form of the present perfect. Number 3, can he read French? And use the verb study. Can he read French? Yes or no? Yes, he can. He has been studying French for 2 years. Can he read French? Yes, he can. He has been studying French for 2 years, again with the progressive here. Number 4, does Saeed play basketball? And the verb is play. Does Saeed play basketball? Using the verb play here. Let's see the answer. Yes, he does. He has been playing basketball in the school team for 4 years. Again, yes, he does. He has been playing basketball in the school team for 4 years. So we used the first one, used the simple, and number 2, 3, and 4, we used the progressive. Number 5 here, has he ever worked as a football coach? And the verb here is work. Has he ever worked as a football coach? Yes or no, and use the simple or the progressive. So let's see the answer here. No, he hasn't worked as a football coach. He's the captain of the school football team. He's not the coach, the captain of the football team. No, he hasn't worked as a football coach. Number 6, does he know how to play in a team? And the verb is play. Does he know how to play in a team? So let's see the answer here. Yes, he does. He has been playing football for 6 years. Yes, he does. He has been playing football for 6 years. Number 7, has Said ever held a position of responsibility? This is an easy one, and use the word coach. Has Said ever held a position of responsibility? Of course, yes, he has. He has coached 30 primary children in swimming. He has coached, so he has coached, the present perfect simple here, 30 primary children in swimming. Exercise in here, page 116. Rewrite the sentence, use adverbs of manner. For example, here, Majid is very fast on his rollerblades. You can see Majid rollerblades very fast. Majid rollerblades very fast. So again, rewriting the sentence using the adverb of manner. Number 1, Badr is an aggressive driver. Badr is an aggressive driver. So again, Badr is an aggressive driver. So rewrite this sentence. Try to use the adverbs of manner. So let's see the answer here. You can say Badr drives aggressively. Badr drives aggressively. If you remember the adverbs of manner, most of them we just take the adjective and add ly. You can see here aggressive and aggressively. Number 2, stunt pilots fly in a dangerous way. Again, stunt pilots fly in a dangerous, this is the adjective here, in a dangerous way. So now I think you got the hang of it. So number 2, what's the answer for number 2? Let's see the answer here. Stunt pilots fly dangerously. Very good. Number 3, Ali and Majid are slow runners. Ali and Majid are slow runners. So use the adverbs of manner here. Let's see the answer. Ali and Majid run slowly. So we are describing the action here. Ali and Majid run slowly. Saeed is a really good player. Saeed is a really good player. The adjective here is good. And remember, how do we make it an adverb? Let's see the correct answer here. Saeed plays well. Saeed plays well. Remember the adverb of the adjective good is well. We don't say goodly or something like that. We say well. Number 5, Sabah is a quiet talker. Sabah is a quiet talker. So, how does Sabah talk? Let's see the answer here. Sabah talks quietly. Very good. Number 6, Khalid is a hard worker. Hard here. Khalid is a hard worker. So, hard worker. So, hard, it has something here. Let's see the correct answer here. Do we say hardly? Of course not. Khalid works hard. So, hard and fast also, we don't add ly. They remain the same, the adjective or the adverb. Number 7, Fadwa is an enthusiastic reader. Fadwa is an enthusiastic reader. So, how does Fadwa read? So, Fadwa reads enthusiastically. Fadwa reads enthusiastically. Number 8, Adil is a good surfer. Adil is a good surfer. So, also good here. We say Adil surfs good or plays good by surfing, of course. Oh, here, write 5 sentences about you. Use adverbs of manner. So this is an easy one. Write 5 sentences all about you. Just use the adverbs of manner. carefully, happily, slowly, and so on. So just write any correct, of course, correctly. This is adverbs of manner here. Answer correctly here. Write 5 sentences of you correctly using the adverbs of manner. So the first one, I drive carefully. I drive carefully. So carefully here is describing how do I drive. Number 2, for example, I have written I run fast. And remember that fast in the adjective and the adverb are the same. We don't say fastly, we say fast. Number 3, for example, I talk quietly. I talk quietly. So when I talk, I lower my voice, except for now, of course, when I'm teaching you. I talk quietly. Number 4, I study hard. I study hard. So again, hard, just like fast, we don't add ly. So adverb of hard and fast remain the same as the adjective. Number 5, I sleep peacefully. I sleep peacefully. So just write any 5 sentences talking about you, how do you do things, and remember to use the adverbs of manner correctly, just like I did now. So revising what we previously took in the project, if you remember, we took this long list of sports and events. If you remember, archery, athletics, badminton, basketball, boxing, canoeing, cycling, diving, equestrian, fencing, field hockey, football, gymnastics, handball, judo, pentathlon, rowing, sailing, shooting, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, tennis, triathlon, volleyball, water polo, weightlifting, and wrestling. And I remember asking you to circle any sport or event that you know about these sports and events. Of course, these are all Summer Olympic Games, not winter. They are all Summer Olympic Games. And we have answered, of course, by circling, then comparing with your friends which one of you know most sports. Of course, we defined some of these sports: archery, the sport of shooting arrows from a bow; badminton, a game similar to tennis. So it's the same as tennis, but played with a shuttlecock, small feathered object; fencing, a sport of armed combat using bladed weapons; gymnastics, a sport involving performance of exercises requiring physical strength, flexibility, agility, coordination, balance, and grace. Also here, handball, pentathlon, triathlon, and so on. Then we filled this chart, or I asked you to do some research about 2 events or 2 sports and try to fill this chart with the correct information here. The date this event or sport was introduced in the Olympics, the history of the game, the objective, first and last gold medalist and countries of origin, current status in the Olympics and the World Championship, preparation of athletes, inclusion in the Olympics, semifinals or finals. So let's jump to today's lesson, the self-reflection. Of course, the objective is to self-reflect on yourself or to get feedback about yourself. So here we have a chart. You have to fill it, of course. Things that I liked about Unit 4, things that I didn't like very much. Of course, Unit 4's theme is the Olympic sports, let's say, the games, the sports, the events, mainly about the Olympics, of course. So what did you like about Unit 4, and what are the things that you didn't like very much in this unit? Things that I found easy in Unit 4. For example, the theme itself, the grammar, the project, maybe it was easy for you. Things that I found difficult in Unit 4 and you need to revise. Maybe the 4 meaning function was difficult for you and you need to revise it more. So here's a checklist about Unit 4. I can do this very well. I can do this quite well. So 50-50 here. I need to study or practice more. So something that you are strong in, something that you are, let's say, so-and-so, that you can do it just pretty well, or something that you lack and you need to practice more. Talk about the Olympics, sports, and athletes. So do you do this very well? If you want to talk about sports, how do you do? talking about sports. Do you do this very well? If not, get back to the beginning of this unit and practice more in the listen and discuss lesson. Encourage and express confidence in someone. Explain steps in a process or game. How do you explain the steps of a game, the process of the game? How do you explain it? Do you do this well or not? Use gerunds as subjects. If you remember gerunds as subjects here, a gerund or a gerund phrase can be the subject of a sentence. The beginning here, swimming uses more muscles of the body than almost any other form of exercise. Watching sports, this is a gerund phrase here, watching sports, because there are two words, isn't nearly as fun as playing them. So we have, although we have ing here, but it is the subject of the sentence. Also here, the use of the superlative plus the present perfect. The superlative plus the present perfect. If you remember this lesson here, the grammar, the present perfect can be used after a superlative. This is the most exciting sport event I've been to in a long time. So we use the superlative, the most exciting, and we use the present perfect when we say here, I've been. Again, who is the best? This is superlative, the best football player you've ever seen. So you've, of course, it's short for you have ever seen. This is the present perfect. You find this lesson easy, yes or no? Also here, the superlative, the present perfect. Use the present perfect progressive versus the present perfect simple. If you remember, we took previously the present perfect progressive and the simple. They are almost similar. They began in the past and still happening until the present. The progressive is focusing on the duration or the time of the event, unlike the simple, which focus only on the action itself. We use the present perfect progressive to talk about action that started in the past and has connection with the present. Also, we use it to emphasize the result of an action. We also say to say how long something has been happening. So the progressive focuses on the duration. To ask how long, if you remember, to ask how long here, using for and since with the progressive. For example, when you say, I have been studying since last night, or you say, I have been studying for 6 hours. So using since and for with the progressive to show how long have you been doing this thing. Also use the use of adverbs of manner. If you remember the adverbs of manner to describe how do you do things. We take the adjective, most of them take the adjective and just add ly, carefully, except for fast and hard. And of course, the irregular here, the good becomes well. Use comparative forms and structures with adjectives and adverbs. If you remember here, comparative forms. If it's a one syllable, you just add er, slow, slower, fast, faster. If it's two or more, you add more or you add less. Unless if it's an irregular word like good becomes better and bad becomes worse. So next chart here, my 5 favorite new words from Unit 4. I think you can come up with more than just 5 words from the entire Unit 4, because the theme of it is sports. I think this is intriguing for you. My 5 favorite new words from Unit 4. Write 50. I think it's more than enough also. 50 new words, not just 5. And if you're still not sure about something from Unit 4, once you checked everything and you're not sure about something, here are some steps for you. Read through the unit again. So if you have a doubt about some lessons, just read through the unit again. Listen to the audio material, study the grammar and functions from the unit again, reread the grammar and the form meaning function, and of course, always ask your teacher for help. If you don't know anything, if nothing helps you, always go ask your teacher for help, and of course, they will help you. And with that, we reach the end of this lesson under the curriculum, of course. See you next lesson, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.